Alright guys, I'm down here in this, it's a ditch, creek, ravine, whatever you want to call it. But I'm going to hunt here and see if I can find anything. I'm south of a city that was in the Civil War, and they camped all along around this area. So, alright, get back with you if we find anything. Alright guys, right here in this old creek bed, I found this. You can tell how deep it was. It's about right there. It is heavy. I don't know what it is. It'd be nice if that was the sabot of an artillery shell, but I don't think it is. It could be. I don't know. Who knows? It may be. I'll have to clean it up and look at it a little bit better. It might be. I don't know. I've only found a few pieces of fragments of an artillery shell, so that might be the base cup of one. We hope. Alright, I'll clean it up and get back with you guys and let you see. Like I said, I'm over here in this ravine, the creek in the bottom of it. So, and I am in a prime Civil War area. So, I'll clean it up and see what we've got. Alright. Alright guys, you can see the rust where it was. And this is, I cleaned it up in the creek. It looks like a piece of an artillery shell to me. See the ring around it? You can see where it exploded, the top of it exploded. Like I said, it's got the ring all the way around it. It's heavy. So, it's right there in that creek bed. And right over here, guys, is the mountain. And I know they fought all in this area, so. That looks like a, what you call a sabot. The base of the shell. Leave comments, let me know what you think. It looks like a artillery shell to me, where the top is exploded off of it. I gotta get home and do some research on it, but if so, that's 153 years, guys. Right there in the hole. Garrett AT Pro did it again. And it wasn't really that deep. It's, let's see, it may have been 3 inches, 4 inches deep. But it's right here in this old creek bed. Nobody's hunted it, so. Alright, on to the next one. Man, that's awesome. Alright guys, we're getting ready to leave. And we walked down this little trail right here. And I got a good signal. So I stopped and dug it. And there it is. It's a bullet. I believe it's Civil War because it's got the white patina on it. So that's a good find. 153 years later. Maybe we'll find some more out here, because we're in a prime area. So, alright. Later. Alligators. Alright guys, I got a really good signal. The best signal I've got. $67, 72, 70. I hope it's not a shotgun shell. Oh boy. Get my luck. Oh yeah, baby. Daggone, the mosquitoes are eating me up. Check that out, guys. Oh man. Finally, guys. Finally, after I was digging all this junk. You gotta be kidding me. I got an Enfield. And it's nice. And it's getting dark. Getting dark out here big time. Oh man, and dude, it's right here on this freaking stupid trail. Many times I walked down this trail and didn't detect it. I was looking in the woods. Oh man, that's worth it, guys, right there. I've been out here for probably 5 hours up and down that stupid creek, and I finally got on land, and the mosquitoes are just eating me up like crazy. And I got me an Enfield. Dude, that is awesome. I know it's the one bullet, but it makes my trip worthwhile right there. Alright, I'm gonna see if there's any more out in here real quick. 153 years later. Covering history. Saving history, baby. That's gonna go in the collection. Alright, I'm awesome. That's awesome. I mean, I've been skunked so many times today. Thank you, Lord. This is for my mom and dad. My dad's in Siskins Hospital with a stroke, and yesterday my mom was in a bad car accident and totaled her Infinity, and she's in the hospital. And well, it was yesterday my niece's wedding. Friday my mother was in the wreck. So I've got my mother in one hospital and I have my dad in another one in Chattanooga. So this is for y'all. Alright guys, this is my creek video. This is the base of the artillery shell I found there in the creek. Looks like a piece of lead right there. You see it? And I run my metal detector over it, gets a little bit of a higher tone. I've had several people look at it. I think it's a reed Confederate shell, or possibly a parrot, but I kind of think it's a reed, because the only other things I found in this creek or around this area are Confederate bullets. I found this bullet on the path. You'll see it later in the video. It's an Enfield. Yes, it's most gonna grow. I found this piece, artillery frag, in the creek. found this little piece up in the woods. It's round like the other one. And then I found this piece, or this bullet, sorry. Found this bullet. It's an Enfield. Of course, it's been fired. Looked like it hit something pretty good. But there's trenches right there in the woods close to that creek. I figure the Union Army were there after they came into Dalton in 1864. And this is probably a skirmish after the Battle of Atlanta, because Wheeler's cavalry came in after the Battle of Atlanta back into Dalton, and that's when the Fort Hill took place, where they surrounded the small fort with 40,000 Confederates. Like I said, this was after the fall of Atlanta. They came back through. Yeah, the Civil War timeline is kind of odd. It's kind of weird. 1863, the Confederate Army of the Tennessee settled in Dalton for the winter, and it wasn't until spring of 1864 Sherman started his campaign of Atlanta, and actually in Tunnel Hill and Rocky Face at Mill Creek, and it dug out. But anyway, like I said, the timeline is kind of weird, because actually started in February 1864, the first few skirmishes around Dalton, around Rocky Face and Tunnel Hill. There were several different times the Union Army attacked around Tunnel Hill and Rocky Face, Buzzard's Roost, Crow Valley is what we call it today. Anyway, that's what I've found so far. It's all Confederate, except these frags in this shelf. I haven't found any 3-ringers yet, which is kind of unusual, but I really haven't hit the ground hard like I want to. So anyway, you'll see in the video. All right.